What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you guys. So, you guys know that I have not talked about Salt Lake City since season two, but I decided, you know what? Let's get a ladies one chance and see what they, do for me this season. So, we are going to talk about Salt Lake City and we'll see what they give. The first episode, it was I to me. It wasn't something that I would phone home like, oh my god, you guys gotta go watch this episode of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That wouldn't be me, but if you guys did catch it, please tell me what you guys thought down below in the comments section and in a live chat. So as you guys can see, we this is our cast. So I know last season they had five women, I believe. I think it was Jen, it was Meredith, Lisa, Heather, and Whitney, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think that's what the cast was. And then they had two friends of last season, and I think one of them was named Dana or something like that, and the other one was Angie. Well, actually, I think it was three: Angie K and Angie Harrington. I believe I'm not mistaken. I don't know. What's up, Tracy? How you doing today? And then they would be down there by the pool. So yeah, this episode of Salt Lake City. Like I said, for me, it just was. It was what it was. Right. Salt Lake City ain't never really gave much to me. Salt Lake City ain't really just ever gave 100% to me. Tracy says I missed the show. I have to go back and watch. Yeah, the show really wasn't a whole lot. You didn't miss a whole lot. We just got reintroduced to the girls, Lisa, Heather, Whitney, and Meredith. So let's start off with Lisa. Lisa is an interesting character. I've always felt this about Lisa. I know people trying to make Lisa the it girl of Salt Lake City, but Lisa is boring as hell to me. Gotta keep it a buck with you, Lisa Barlow. I've always found Lisa Barlow to be quite boring and annoying. So Lisa is having throwing a party for Sundance. You guys know Lisa. I don't know if Lisa has proclaimed that she is the self-proclaimed queen of Sundance, but she's doing Sundance. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess you could. Nothing. So they talked about Jen quite a bit in this episode because one of the new girls worked for Jen for a brief time. If you want to, that would be the only thing that I would say watch for that, because the scenes with this first scene with Lisa, it was literally Lisa being Lisa, just talking to her husband John about herself. It was all about what she's doing. I'm like, do you ever ask this man how he's feeling, what he's thinking? Do you ask him any kind of questions? So she was talking about what Jack and Henry got coming up, but then diverted it back to herself, right? Because Jack is Jack is getting, so Jack was a senior. So instead of him going to college, she said she and Jack had gotten into it because he decided that he wanted to do a mission instead of going to college. So a mission, she explained that to us, that a mission is where they go off somewhere for 2 years and teach people about the Lord. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess so. She was, oh my God, John. So I just felt so bad. I wasn't there to be with him. I wasn't able to help him with that. He did this for a whole year and he didn't tell us. I was like, Lisa, 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 it's not about you. Tracy says, yes, Lisa and her Diet Coke is the queen of Sundance. So she says, Tracy, that's what I wanted to say, but I wasn't gonna say it out loud. But that's what it gives, that a mission was like a cult. But they've talked about Mary's church for years. And I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about Mary Cosby's church. Do it give cultish? Yes, it does. But Mary gives, never mind. We ain't gonna get too deep into Mary. But yeah, Lisa made that whole thing about her. I was like, ma'am, I don't get it. But let's move on to the next person. Heather. Heather. Your interview looks are horrible. Number one, your interview looks are oh god. Every last one of them interview looks that I saw from Heather last night, I hated them. Then I hate this outfit right here in this dress. She looks pigeon-toed. It's ill-fitted. That jawline is still strong as hell. Hello. I'm glad Mary is back. We gonna talk about Mary in just a little bit because Mary had me cracking up. So Trace, I will say I will say watch the episode, right? Because Mary was hilarious. Mary was back, and I enjoyed seeing Mary. You guys know how I feel about Mary. I think Mary is full of crap, right? But Mary is funny without even trying to be funny. Hey, Belle, how are you doing? Like Mary is just funny without even being funny. So Heather. So Heather got a second beauty lab. Congratulations to Heather on the beauty lab. She says her book is a New York Times bestseller. I was like, is it really? Y'all out there buying Bad Mormon? Are y'all really buying Bad Mormon? Like, because I wouldn't buy that book if it was free. If it was on the side of the road, I still wouldn't pick up Heather's book. Sorry to you, Heather. Bill says, "Oh, baby, that jawline is strong. It is, baby. Heather's jawline. I thought Natalie Nunn had a strong jawline, but Heather got a stronger one than Natalie." So Meredith went over to Heather's. So speaking of Heather, Heather got a new home. So she moved out of the house that she shared with her husband. I was like, about damn time. But she was shoveling the snow. So Meredith came over. Like, that's one thing I will say about Salt Lake City that I have missed is impersonating these women. I've missed doing my Lisa voice. I've missed doing my Meredith and her monotone voice. I will say that, right? So Heather saying that she's gotten some backlash from that book Bad Mom. I was like, OMG. That is one thing. That is one thing I did not miss about Salt Lake City is the fact that with Heather always talks about the backlash and her being exiled from the Mormon community. I was like, ma'am, do you want to go back? Because that's really what it gives that you want to go back to being a Mormon. If you do, just say that. Like, it's fine. And that says, I wonder if Mary's son's refrigerator is still in his room. We're gonna talk about Mary's son because I think Mary's son is married, but she don't know that for a fact. Tracy says, does she got a man? I need to know if she got a man yet. Who, Heather? From this first episode, she ain't got nobody. It's still Heather being Heather. So Heather says to Meredith that she saw Whitney for the first time in some months, right? I was like, so what was the timeline between y'all filming the Ultimate Girls Trip and season 4 of Salt Lake City? Now, it is a big difference between that because with Ultimate Girls Trip, they had just left finishing filming season 3 of Salt Lake City, so they hadn't done the reunion at that point. Got it. Because I was about to say, Heather, I think you lying, but she wasn't. Like, I think she lying. Tracy says, "Oh dear God, Heather just needed a man to get a damn life." Well, with Heather, as long she can get a man, right? As long as she don't get a black man, that's all I say. Because I don't ever need to see Heather trying to talk to a black man ever again in my life because it was just uncomfortable for me. So we find out that Meredith and Whitney are not in a good space with each other because I guess Whitney had did an interview with somebody, and again, you guys, I did not watch season 3, so I don't know about Seth and Meredith taking a bath together. So I guess Whitney was trying to say that it was a little gross that they were taking a bath together. But Whitney, you and Justin, what were y'all doing season 2 when he slapped your ass? So yeah, I don't think you got much room to talk, Whitney, but go off, sis. If that's how you feel and that's what you want to do you, right? But y'all know there are so many things that you don't talk about. You don't talk about her family. You don't talk about Meredith's family. So yeah, if you talk about her family and her husband, then it's a problem. So you guys, there was a party that Heather had, but I'm gonna come back to that party in just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to this lady. I don't know who this lady is. I think she was a friend of last season. I think her name is Angie. Her hair is flat. That actually looks like a wig. No shade to you, Miss Ma'am, but that your hair is just ugly. Sorry to say it to you. So we see this lady. I think her name is Angie. She is having lunch with the new girl Monica. So let me put up who Monica is. This is Monica. Monica kind of looks like Jen Shaw a little bit, and she even kind of sounded like her a little bit in this episode. I was like, so were y'all trying to replace Jen? Like, were y'all trying to replace Jen? Hell, I'm Tracy. That hair does look flat. I mean, I'm sorry to you, Miss Mama. I ain't trying to be shady, but your hair look a little flat. It looks a little on the flat side. So yeah, this lady again, I think her name is Angie. She's having lunch with Monica and Lisa. So come to find out, Monica knew Angie through Jen. So we kept talking about Jen throughout this episode. I was like, oh my god, this woman is in prison. I know Jen is in prison, upset. I know she was just ready to fight somebody when she found out that they were premiering last night, and she was like, I know she was ready. I know Jen Shaw was just losing her shit in prison. I can just imagine it. I wonder if they, I pray to God that when she gets out of prison, and well, she got how many more years? Yeah, hopefully by the time Jen gets out, Salt Lake City doesn't exist anymore. I know a lot of people love Salt Lake City, but I got to be honest with you guys, Salt Lake City, it ain't that good. I will take Salt Lake City over Dubai, but it ain't that good, right? So, Monica, like I said, Monica worked for Jen. She talked about the fact that she was she was the witness for the state against Jen in her trial. I thought that was interesting because she was telling her how Jen. I took it that she was saying that Jen came at her with a scam, and she went and talked to one of her friends who works in in not law enforcement, but like in government and stuff, and they told her to get the hell away from Jen, and she got away from her. And then after that, I think not long after they told her to get away from Jen, that is when we got season 2 when Jen got arrested by the feds. So Monica's also 38 years old. She's going through a divorce. She said she was married to her husband. They got divorced. Then they got married again, and now they're going through a divorce. I was like, man, you got an interesting story. Um, Monica has a lisp. I will tell you guys that she has a strong lisp, right? What else? She did say in this episode that when she was cool with Jen, right, that Jen had nothing positive to say about any of these women, Heather included. And y'all know Heather was up her bush those last 2 seasons. Tracy says, "Oh, okay, I'll watch this episode." Yeah, I'll say watch it for that stuff, like the stuff that Monica said. Um, Monica and I would say Mary. Monica was the most interesting part of this episode. But like I said, they did keep talking. They were talking about Jen quite a bit. And y'all know how I feel about Jen. Y'all know that I don't like Jen. Y'all know that I never saw it for Jen from since season 1. I saw right through Jennifer Shaw. So Lisa joined them, and Lisa also kind of knows Monica through Jen, but she said she never really hung around her and stuff like that. And what else? I know Monica said that whenever Lisa would call Jen on the phone, Jen would give the phone to her to talk to her sometimes because Lisa would be talking too much. I was like, ain't that about a beast? Like, that is terrible. But that does sound just like who Jen is. Y'all know. Jen Shaw was not my favorite person. Never liked her, never will like her. So next up, let's go ahead and talk about Meredith. Meredith, for the love of God, what the hell is this that you have on? You took one of Seth's blazers and just threw it on and said it's going to be a blazer dress. This is, oh God, Meredith. And I love Meredith. I really do. I like me some Meredith. Meredith is my girl. But this outfit, it's a no. But you know what? I'll take this over that blue dress, that blue jumpsuit that she wore to season 2 reunion. I'll take this over that because Jesus the Christ, Meredith. What is it? Why? Why? So we see Meredith. So Meredith is at her store, right? So Mary came down to her store And per usual, Mary's wigs are still struggling. I was like, God, Mary, for you to have so much money, you ain't got enough money to get a decent wig done. Mary's wigs have always looked like they came from the fiery pits of hell. Oh my God, I just really want Mary to do something better with them wigs. So we find out that Mary, the only person that Mary has talked to since she left the show is Meredith. So she completely cut everybody off. And I'm like, that's not a surprise, Mary. You little girl, you called Whitney, you got into it with Whitney, you called Heather inbred, you and Jen never saw it for each other after the hospital comment season 1. And then you and Lisa got into it season 2 on the bus. So yeah, so I'm not surprised that Mary ain't talked to none of these ladies, right? So Mary did say that her son still has a girlfriend, but from what she's hearing, her son is actually married to the girl. Now y'all remember, I did a whole story about that season 2. Remember that girlfriend? They had a court case against them. I don't even know what ever happened to that court case with Mary and her son and that girl. I need to go look into it. I guess they beat the case. So the producer said, "Have you asked him?" She says, "I haven't had the time to." The producer's like, "But y'all live in the same house." So they also asked her about Robert Sr. Robert Sr. had just got back from Vegas. They asked her how was it. She said it was amazing. I was like, "Oh my God, Mary, you are still married to that? You still married to step grandpa, huh?" I guess, girl. And you still obviously don't like step grandpa either, because for you to say it was amazing that he wasn't around, I was like, "Wow, wow, Mary." Huh. It is what it is, right? So Meredith is talking to Mary about the things that are going on in the group, how everything is interesting in the group. Now, again, I don't know what's happened in the group. I don't know what happened in season 3, so I can't tell you. The only thing that I know about season 3 was the mystery of what happened to Heather's eye, and I still don't know what happened, and I don't care what happened. If you guys watched and know what happened to Heather's eye, let me know. Um, so then they talked about Jen, and the producers asked Meredith, has she reached out to her, right? And she said, but she's in prison. So how can I reach out to her? You could write her a letter. You could write her a letter. I think you can email her. I mean, there are plenty of ways. I mean, you can talk to Coach. Like, I think there are ways. You said a wife can't testify against her husband. Case closed. I, you know what, Trace? I think that might be what happened, right? Because they definitely had a case against him. Not you say Mary is safe by default because she got Jesus on her side. You know what? I wonder if this season is a test for Mary, right? I wonder if this season is a test for Mary to come back as a friend of, and then maybe for season 5 she'll get her. They hold a snowflake, right? Maybe she'll get her snowflake back for season 5. We'll see. Um, So yeah, Mary asked her about Jen. So I don't know really what happened last season, but I do know that last season Meredith and what's her name? Heather were on Jen's side. And I was like, how are y'all on her side? I remember somebody came at me on sideways on Instagram last season when I said that Jen needed to be locked up for her crimes. And I like she's innocent until proven guilty. And I was like, did you watch the documentary? And they didn't say anything after that because I was like, exactly. If you watch that damn documentary, the documentary told you what Jen Shaw did in deep detail. Like Jen Shaw never fooled me. Yes, she went around all season 2 and season 3 saying, "I'm innocent. This is my family. This is my family, girl." But then in July of last year, you said you did it. You can never fool me, Jen. I saw through you since episode 1 of season 1. But yeah, Mary is okay now that Jen is gone. I'm like, I bet you are. I bet you are. I bet it don't smell like hospital no more. Oh, like I bet it doesn't, right? And I hope that Jen's aunt, who Mary made that comment about, I hope she's okay. Well, she didn't make that comment about her aunt, but I hope that aunt is okay. I hope Jen's mom is okay too, because her mama put up her mama did a lot for her. That's some. Let's just segue real quick, because I didn't talk about Jen season 3. I know she got to feel like shit because you profess your innocence, but everybody. I know your mom, did her mom put up her house or something like that for the legal fees, but then you came out and you said that you did it. Like, if I was her family and friends, I would be so pissed off at Jen. The fact that you literally sat there and professed innocence, but then you come out and say, "Oh, well, I'm not innocent. I actually did do all the stuff that they're accusing me of." Like, I know her family and friends. I feel so bad for her, the people that supported her, even Coach. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself about Coach because I got some opinions about Coach, but so I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them to myself. Tracy says, "Listen, I think a few housewives need some jail time, but I will just be quiet." I think it's quite a few that need some too. Teresa Judice needs to go back to jail because I don't think it did her any justice the first time. So if anybody loves Teresa, it is what it is. But I feel like Teresa, I feel like with that husband that she got now, she got another Joe. Hey Shayna, how you doing? Yeah, Teresa's new husband is another Joe 2.0. But y'all, that's my personal opinions. Everything that I say is alleged and it's my opinion. So don't come for me. I'm not saying anything. It's facts. These are my opinions. Yes, Shayna, tell them. Don't forget to light the live. All right, you guys. So we are done with that. Let's go back to Heather because Heather had a fresh start party. So, got that damn jawline. Jesus the Christ. Tracy says Coach was with his Tracy. We're not going there. Oh, but I've been saying that for years that Coach has another wife. That wasn't Jen Shaw. Coach was with his main wife on the other side of town, minding his good business. Oh, but I really do believe that too. That Coach got another family because you can't pay me to believe that he was still. Never mind. Shut up. Um. So this fresh start party that Heather has, she has invited all the ladies there. We see Mary show up with that distressed wig once again. So everybody was shocked to see Mary. I'm pretty sure y'all were. They played some of her clips. They played her calling Whitney little girl. They played the clip of her telling Heather she looked inbred. I was like, this is part of why again I have my things. I have the things that I don't like about Mary, right? There are things that I don't like about Mary, but when it comes to this show, Mary is a hoot to me because I remember seeing a video of her with her congregation. I did not like that video because it was just the way she was talking to them people. I did not like it. The way she talked to that man in season 2, telling him he needs to add water to his diet and he needs to diet. I did not like that comment because I was like, your wig needs to diet. Let's talk about your skin. Let's talk about the fact that you bleach your skin, Mary. Like, I can say that Mary is funny for the show, but I can also call Mary out when I think she's wrong. And those were instances where I think she was wrong. And the number one thing on the list is you can't talk about nobody when I don't think you like yourself as a black woman, because why does it look like you bleach your skin? Well, it don't look like you bleach your skin. I feel like you bleach your skin because you would just never mind. We're going off on a tangent. So Tracy says Coach supports all his wives equally, he wouldn't he wouldn't turn his back on Jen, but he wasn't riding for her with her BS either. Okay, I didn't watch season 3, so hey, or season 4, whatever the hell season it was. Oh, season 3, but yeah. Um, so when Lisa saw Mary, Lisa was talking about how she has not saw Mary, right? And Lisa went down the list of things that Mary had said about her via text message. And when I tell you guys, I cracked up laughing at those texts from Mary to Lisa. They were horrend. They were horrible. Mary told her at one point she was a witch. She told her she unlives people with that nasty tequila. Here are the texts from Mary to Lisa. You're the biggest idiot. You're a black widow. You're the biggest liar in Utah. You unlive people with your nasty tequila. You remind me of a witch. You evil person. You're not interesting. You're a horrible human being. I was like, oh my God. Why have y'all not blocked Mary from texting y'all? Though that is terrible. Tracy says Mary is bat-ish crazy, so I let her live in her closet. Yeah, let's just let Mary live in that closet because that's exactly where she stays. But when Lisa read them text messages, I cracked up laughing because I was like, "How do you let somebody continue to text you back to back with those?" I'm gonna repeat them one more time for you guys to hear. She told her, "You're the biggest idiot. You're a black widow. You're the biggest liar in Utah. You unlive people with your nasty tequila. You remind me of a witch. You evil person. You're not interesting. You're a horrible human being." Now, I will give Mary one thing on this list. I don't think Lisa's interesting. I just don't think Lisa's that interesting. That's my personal opinions. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree with that? So let's see. Sorry, guys. I found these tweets found them on Twitter, and then I saw that the bot them followed me. So, um, that was the question that I had, Tracy. I was confused when she said she's a black widow. I didn't understand why Lisa's a black widow. You said Mary would have been blocked. Text one. Exactly. You let this woman text you back to back with this stuff. Mary would have been blocked after the first text message. I would have been like, girl, I would have blessed Mary and said, ma'am, have a good day. But you literally sat there and let that woman keep texting you these things to you that are insulting. Y'all are gluttons for punishment when it comes to Mary. Like y'all are literally gluttons for punishment. So Mary asked Heather, "How are you without Jen?" Right? She says, "Oh, I'm fine." She says, people tried to say that, our you talk about their relationship and how it was. And Mary says it was almost like she didn't say codependent, but it was almost like codependent. And Heather was like, but that's how people portrayed it. No, that's how it looked on the show. You might want to chalk it up to editing, but it looked like you were all the way up Jen Shaw's behind, right? So what else happened? So Meredith then pulled Lisa to the side and said that they need to have a conversation with each other, right? They've tried to work things out in the group, but it hasn't really worked out the way that they wanted to. So she said, let's just have a one-on-one conversation with each other. I was like, so wait a minute, y'all have not talked, y'all have not had a conversation because y'all friendship went down the hill in season 2. So y'all ain't came back since season 2? Like, damn. Okay. I was like, very interesting. Hey Greta, how you doing today? So we're getting ready to wrap up, you guys, by the way, because we're almost done. So Meredith, Meredith went up to talk to Whitney. So, she's talking to Whitney about so again, I didn't watch season 3, so I don't know what happened at the reunion, but allegedly, so well, not even allegedly, because they showed the clip. So at the reunion, Lisa said that Jen told her that Heather and Meredith did some drugs in Zion last season, and so Meredith was upset with Whitney about that, saying that she heard that she was the catalyst behind that. And Whitney was like, but I wasn't the one that said that. It was Lisa. She said it at the reunion. I was like, oh, the one thing I hadn't missed about Salt Lake City was Whitney and that baby voice. I was like, girl, is that your real voice? I really hope it's not, but I think it is. So they got into it behind that. And then Meredith brought up the fact that you talked about me and my husband taking a bath together, and Whitney was like, "But I like to take baths by myself." I was like, Whitney, ma'am. Meredith did get you with that whole, but my bathtub is clean. My bathtub is clean. So she said her bathtub is clean, and Whitney was like, but so I guess Meredith has lived in multiple rentals since they've been on this show. So Whitney was like, well, I don't really know nothing about that. Like, she didn't know nothing about that. And so they put a button on that. I don't know if they're gonna move forward or not, because there was no resolution from that, to be quite honest with you guys. There was literally no resolution with it. Um and that was really the episode. After that, after they did that, they had a snowball fight. And so Mary said, no, I'm not doing it. I was like, well, at least she's, sticking to her guns. Mary said, nope, she is not doing that one. And so all the ladies had, fun in the snow, playing with the snowballs. And that was the episode one. If I had to rate episode one on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it about, you know what? I'll be nice and give it an 8, right? Because Mary was back, and the funniest part about Mary being back was them playing them old sound bites of her and them text message that she sent to Lisa. Lisa, girl, why did you not block Mary? Oh my God. And then the stuff that the new girl said, Monica. Tracy says that's Whitney's sugar baby voice. Well, that sugar baby voice needs to go somewhere else. Use it on Justin, not on us. But yeah, you guys, that was Salt Lake City. Like I said, overall, I would say it was an 8. It was good. It was good to see Mary return. It was nice to meet Monica. I'm curious to hear more about Monica's story in regards to Jen, and I'm definitely want to get deeper into the fact that she was there to testify against Jen. I want to know more about that. Like, I need more information into that. But overall, it was a good premiere for me. Um, but yeah, I'll be here for Salt Lake City going forward, and then we'll just it'll be live every if I don't go live after the episode goes off, then we'll come and be live the next day. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Do you guys want are you guys interested in that? Like, let me know. Um what I'm waiting for now is I'm ready for them to release the trailer for Beverly Hills. So actually, let me give you guys a little bit of information about how we're gonna do like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they return in November. Because I've heard that they return November 1st and Potomac returns November 5th, as well as Married to Medicine, right? So here's what I'm thinking for Beverly Hills. So Beverly Hills, what I'm thinking is, and let me know how you guys feel about this. You guys know I love Beverly Hills, and I get a lot of views on my Beverly Hills reviews, and I love that, right? So Beverly Hills, I'm thinking about doing that as a premiere, right? So we'll do a premiere and we'll be in the comment section talking to each other. And then the next day we'll go live where we can actually literally talk to each other, right? Have a live conversation. And then I'll even probably do call-in links so you guys can call in and talk about the episodes with me. That's what I'm thinking right now. So I want you guys' opinions. How do you guys feel about that? Because I know quite a few of you guys. I know Tracy, you watch Beverly Hills. Who else in the chat? I know a lot of y'all watch Beverly Hills. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I'm excited for Beverly Hills this season. There's no Rena. We have no. I think I'm very interested to see how this season plays out with there being no Rena. I'm curious to see how this season plays out without Rena. And I've heard some things about the new girl. I've heard some things about her, and I don't think that I'm gonna like them because you can. It's fine to be, a Republican and stuff like that. It's fine to be a Republican, but when y'all say that when y'all try to say that certain things don't exist when it comes to being a black person, I have an issue with that, and I have an issue. I think I have more so of an issue with the new girl's husband, not her. Okay, Grady, you watch Beverly Hills too? Tracy, you said, well, I paid $7 to see Eric and Jane in Vegas. Eric and Jane. Speaking of Erica Jane, I did see her. She has her residency. I did see her residency last. I saw clips on Twitter where she had Kyle on stage with her and Rena was there. But I paid to see Erica Jane. Hell no. I would pay whatever money that she's charging for that damn residency. I would give that money to Tom's victims before I give it to Erica. I would give it to Tom's victims. Not Tracy says yes. Oh my god, I'm so excited that Rena is. I know a lot. I know a lot of y'all are happy that Rena is gone. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know I'm somebody who could call Rena out when Rena was wrong, but I had a soft spot for Rena because I grew up watching soap operas, so I know Rena from Days of Our Lives and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I like Rena. And y'all gonna throw some tomatoes at me, but Rena for the last few seasons, she was part of, I mean, she was the reason we had a lot of drama. Let's keep it a buck. She was part of the drama, like the stuff with like Kathy last season in Aspen. Now, granted, I do think that Reno was the one who was leaking everything to the press. I absolutely believe that that was Rena. Rena can say whatever she want to say, but I do believe that that was Rena who was leaking stuff to the press. I knew you were coming with the tomatoes, Tracy. I knew it. But yeah, I I I I was okay with Rena. I didn't hate Rena as much as the fans. I wasn't mad at Rena. Like only time that I would get mad at Rena is when she would put 20 on 10. Like that was the only time I would get upset with Rena when Rena would put 20 on 10. And that was pretty much all the time with Rena, right? Y'all know who for Beverly Hills who I can't stand. It is Dorit. I am not a fan of Dorit. I have never been a fan of Dorit. I don't see it for Dorit. And I'm ready for Dorit to get her. That's why I really want to get their walking papers was Dorit. Let's keep it real with each other. I wanted Dorit gone. Oh my god, I will never get over her saying that at the reunion to Vanderpump. Own it, baby. Own it. Like, Rena, what do you ever own? Because you did not own it. You leaked stuff to the press. I legitimately believe that that was Rena. Um, Greta says I used to love Rena until the last two seasons. I think a lot of people did too. Oh, and that I saw your comment. I highlighted. They should have let Erica go too. So with Erica, I still think that they have some stuff that they want to play out with Erica because I know if I'm not mistaken, after last season's reunion, she was linked to some more stuff with Tom. So I don't know if they wanted to play that stuff out in the press and in the show because I know that there was a lot of stuff that happened last season around reunion time with Erica and Tom's legal situations because I don't think that that stuff is necessarily gone away. We don't hear about it as much, but I don't think it's gone away. Greta also says I stopped liking her when Garcelle came on. Yeah, yeah, I think that's when a lot of people fell out with Rena. I think that's what it was. And I saw some things with Renna that I didn't like when Garcelle came on, and I can admit that, right? As much as I like Renna, there were some things that she. Let me tell you. So I'll tell you guys when I started side eyeing Renna a little bit, it wasn't even with Garcelle. It was more so with Denise and the fact that she and Denise had been friends in Hollywood for years, and you really turned your back on Denise. Now, granted, with Denise, I do believe that Denise was lying through her teeth. I believe that Denise was lying through her teeth, but I also don't trust that lying heifer, Brandy Glanville, as far as I can throw her. Tracy says Tom is in court right now. Really? Is Tom still trying to fake like he got dementia? Because the last time I saw Tom, Tom looked like he looked like what the cat drug through the keyhole. Erica won the earrings in court, but they already sold them. Girl, not she won the earrings in court, but they had already sold them. That nothing honestly surprises me with Erica. Because I mean, remember how she was with Crystal last season? So actually, since we talking about Beverly Hills, what I will say about Beverly Hills what season are we going into? Whatever season we're going into, I need for Crystal to step up more this season. I need for Crystal to step up more and be that Crystal that we met in her first season, the one that asked Sutton, "Tell me you're not that girl." I need that Crystal back, right? With Sutton, I need Sutton to not cry so much. Now, you guys know I'm not a fan of Sutton. I don't see it for Sutton and that whole Southern Belle thing. It ain't for me. But so I need Sutton to have Sutton not back down and cry. Um, Garcelle. What do I need from Garcelle? What do I need from Garcelle this season? I don't need nothing from Garcelle this season. I think Garcelle was fine last season, in my personal opinion. Dorit. I need her to go away. Period. Dorit needs to go away. Erica. Erica needs to tell the truth. Who else? Kyle. Kyle. Goodbye, Kyle. With Kyle, I need Kyle to tell the truth. Girl, are you do you like the ladies or what? Because I saw that music video with you and that girl, and y'all looked a little hmm, somebody been munching on some carpet. Yeah, Kyle, please tell the truth. Like, it's okay if you like women. It's okay. Greta said, yes, I forgot about Denise. Tracy says Rena will sell her own kids for a check. You so right about that. That's the thing about Rena that I had said for so long with Rena. Rena didn't have a storyline outside of her daughters. Let's just be real. Rena had no storyline for quite some time. Hold on. Tracy says, yep, he's yes, he is in court, and they are saying he is lying. Child, I think we all knew that Tom was lying. Dorit is so annoying. She is. So Tracy says Sutton can cry as long as she does not back. That's the problem that I have with Sutton. Because the way that Diana Jenkins last season, oh God, I'm so glad that woman is gone. I am so glad that Diana Jenkins is gone. The way that Sutton was last season with Diana Jenkins, I didn't like it because I'm like, ma'am, you came at Teddy Mel, you told Teddy she was boring. That was I actually liked you when you told Teddy she was boring. And I didn't. I'm also someone who doesn't 100% dislike Teddy, you guys. So come on with the tomatoes. I don't dislike Teddy. I'm not a fan of Teddy. I think Teddy is boring, but I don't dislike Teddy as much as the fandom does. I still don't understand why people dislike Teddy so much. I don't understand why people dislike Teddy as much as they do. Again, I don't like the Fox Force 5, the Fab Force 5, whatever the hell it is. I don't like it. Tracy, you know, I've said this about Kim. I want Kim to come back. Actually, Kim is back this season, but I think she's in a limited capacity, right? I do want Kim back, but at the same time with Kim, I don't know if Kim is in a good space. Because the last few times that I saw Kim do things, she still looked like she was battling that addiction. And if she's still battling that addiction, then I don't want Kim back. I really, if she's still battling her addiction, I don't want her back. Tracy also says, yes, Kyle, just admit you like ladies. It's okay. Because that did y'all see that video? Did y'all see that video? She was playing her love interest. I'm like, okay, Kyle, I just need you to come out, babe. It's okay. Greta also agrees we need. Yes, you guys, I'm okay. We need Kim. I love Kim. I will never forget Amsterdam when she mentioned the husbands. Don't you ever go after my husband. Or when she called Eileen a beast. Beast. How dare you? Oh my God. I miss Eileen. Now, I love Eileen. I know Eileen, people thought Eileen was a little boring, but I loved Eileen. Absolutely love Eileen. Tracy says, oh my God, JB, we need to talk about the people you like. So with Beverly Hills, I don't have anybody with Beverly Hills, I really don't have anybody that I dislike on that cast. It's never been anybody that I've disliked. I've liked all the women with the exception of Brandy. Brandy Glanville, for all of Beverly Hills, Brandy Glanville is the only housewife on that franchise that I have never liked because I thought Brandy was a trash box. And I still to this day think she's a trashy person, right? So yeah, I will say Vanderpump. I was never a big Vanderpump fan. Just being honest with you guys. So don't be upset with me if you guys love Vanderpump. I was just never a Vanderpump fan. Um, what else? You say I just need Kim to come to a few dinner parties. Yeah, I'm cool with that too. I'm fine with that as well. So yeah, you guys, that's what I'm thinking with Beverly Hills is I'll do it I'll still do my pre-recorded review as always, but I'll do it as a premiere, and then we will just come back the next day and we'll go live and discuss it. because I know Beverly Hills always gives me a whole lot of stuff to talk about. For some odd reason, they give me a lot of stuff to talk about. And honestly, what I think it is the fandom. Sometimes it's the fandom that gives me a lot of stuff. Because last season, the fandom gave me a lot of stuff to talk about with respects to Garcelle's kids. And I still have not gotten over that, and I'm still not over that reunion and how Andy glossed past that shit. I will never get past that. The fact that she was sitting there crying, and we just moved forward. Greta says I can't stand Brandy. Yep, Brandy was the only one for me that I can't stand. Brandy is the only. Well, you know what? There is one other housewife from Beverly Hills that I didn't necessarily like it for, and it was that Carlton woman, that Wicca. She was just too weird for me, so I just didn't see it for Carlton. But yeah, with Beverly Hills, I don't dislike any of the women. Beverly Hills, I can actually say with Beverly Hills, I am neutral as compared to what cities am I not neutral with? Atlanta, Potomac, Salt Lake, I'm a little neutral. Miami, I'm not neutral because you guys know I don't like Alexia and Marisol. I'm not neutral when it comes to Dubai because that other black lady besides Ayan and Lisa, I don't like her. Um, so yeah, Beverly Hills is the only city that I can tell you guys for 100% fact. I'm just neutral when it comes to the women. I don't dislike any of them. Whereas I know the fandom can't stand a good. I know the fandom OC. OC, I am not neutral with OC because I can't stand Tamra. Can't stand Tamra. Mm-mm. Cannot stand Tamra Judge. Well, yeah, I can't stand Tamra. I have never liked Tamra. Ever. Ever liked Tamra. Um, I used to could tolerate Vicky, but Vicky, oh, there's another housewife from OC that I definitely can't stand to this day. And I started out liking her, but now I think she is gutter trash. Kelly Dodd, that trash box. I started out liking Kelly in the beginning, but I grew to dislike Kelly by the time she ended that show, and I really can't stand her now. Her and that husband of hers, like they literally have a whole YouTube channel where they talk about they do reviews on OC. I was like, Kelly, you are really that bored, huh, in your life that you got to talk about a show. Never mind. I'm gonna leave Kelly alone. I'm gonna let Kelly live. I'm gonna let Kelly live. But yeah, you guys, that's we don't went from Salt Lake City to Beverly Hills. Tracy said, "Yep, them two can eat glass for sure." Oh, so yeah, Beverly. Like I said, Beverly Hills is like I think the one Housewives franchise where I can say that I'm neutral with the cast. Because New Jersey, I don't like Teresa and I don't like Jennifer. Um, New York, we're still getting to know these women, so I can't say I like any of them or dislike any of them. Atlanta, we know damn well I'm not neutral with half of that cast. Potomac, y'all definitely know I'm not neutral when I can't stand Giselle and Robin and Mia, Bigfoot ass. Mia called it straight, and I didn't mean for Mia to catch that straight. But yeah, you guys, that's it. So yeah, um, I've been on here almost an hour and I'm still supposed to be at work. But yeah, that's where we're going. So, like I said, from what I'm hearing, Beverly Hills is supposed to premiere November 1st. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, like I said, Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac are scheduled to premiere on November 5th. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up towards the end of the year. So I'm looking forward to it, you guys. But yeah, that's what we'll do when it comes to Beverly Hills. We'll do a pre-recorded and it'll be a premiere. And then after that, we will go live and like I said, I'll drop the call-in link where you guys can call in and talk to me and we can discuss the episodes. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing Kim come back this season but damn, we ain't got no Renna because that was a team up that I want to just see. I want to see Renna and Kim go at it one more time. Let's mention the husbands because I want to know what Kim know about the husbands. I want to know what Kim knows, but I kind of have my suspicion that I know what Kim knows. But That's neither here nor there. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys thought about if you guys watched the episode, let me know what you thought about it. And if you guys go back and watch it, come back to the comments and tell me what you guys thought about it there as well. And that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. So today is what? Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah. So I will see you guys. We don't have anything else coming up until the weekend. So we have Ready to Love, and then we have Love and Marriage Detroit Reunion Part 2. We have, oh my God, Love and Marriage Huntsville comes back next Saturday. Love During Lockup, the season finale is this week. And that's all I got, you guys. So I'll see you guys for them. Tracy says, we all know Harry played for the same team I play for. Tracy, I'm gonna put you on a timeout. The team that he, oh God. I can't. But yeah, that's what I think it is. That Harry likes men, allegedly, because I don't need Renner or Harry coming after me. Allegedly, these are my opinions and some of the chat's opinions. But yeah, that's what I think it is. That's what I've always thought. But hey, if Renner like it, JB loves it. That's Renner's life, not mine. So yeah, you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys later on for later on this week for hot topics as well as Ready to Love, Love at the Lockup, and Love and Marriage Detroit, and then the reunion part 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, so what I will say is Sunday I won't do the Bravo showing. I'll wait the next day to watch the Peacock version because part 1 of the reunion was all over the place and it made no sense. Even on Peacock, it still was like it was all over the place, but that's how it's gonna go. So I will catch you guys later. I gotta get off of here and get back to work. But I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. COVID is still out there. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.